and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom, and this is going to be a response to, hey, it's Devon Graham. He did his Evil Dead collection some time ago, and it's taken me a while to do this, but yeah, I thought I would do mine. My collection isn't particularly big. I really focus on collecting Marvel kind of Blu-rays, but I do have a few Evil Dead editions, so let's crack on. First thing I'll show you is I don't really buy a lot of merchandise outside of the films themselves, but I did pick up this at a convention I went to, and this is one of the Living Dead dolls of specifically Evil Dead 2, which out of the franchise is my favourite. So yeah, this one it's just kind of there, and I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to pick it up. So yeah, I don't really collect figures and posters and stuff like that outside of the odd thing here and there, but you know, there you go. So that is my one and only. Well, actually, that's a lie. I do have some Funko Pops for the Army of Darkness, but they are. I put them away somewhere. There's also a couple of DVDs I think I've got from Evil Dead that I have put in storage, so I'm not going to dig them out. Anyway, so that is. Let's crack on. We'll start off with the original Evil Dead, and that is, this first one is Evil Dead Blu-ray Steelbook. This is the American version. And then we have the Blu-ray Steelbook, the German version. And then finally with the Steelbooks, we have the English version, the UK version. This one I think through Zavvi. I also have a German Heart box, and this one is limited to 1,000 pieces, as you can see here. I was thinking about giving this one away in a contest some at one point. Who knows, if anyone is interested. I have the Book of the Dead. I keep it in this plastic poly case because these are known to degrade. That is the first Evil Dead Book of the Dead. And I also have the version, the Anchor Bay Digipack. I actually have two of these. So yeah, I picked up one on a car boot sale. So yeah, so I have two of these Evil Dead Anchor Bay Digipacks. So we'll move on to Evil Dead 2, my favourite out of the films. We have the more recent Evil Dead 2 Blu-ray Steelbook. Again, this one was from Zavvi in the UK, but I believe it was released internationally from, you know, whatever retailer you have in your particular country. Well, this is one of my favourite Steelbooks in regards to the actual art. We have the original Evil Dead 2 Steelbook. From Zavvi. This one is a little bit of an older one now. We have this American tin box set, which was amusingly numbered to like 50,000 or something. It's like ridiculously high numbered one of these. It hardly makes it a limited edition, if you ask me. We have a UK, just a DVD. This one has got a landscape back sleeve for some reason. I have the second Book of the Dead version. This one's an American version. This one wasn't released in the UK. So yeah, once again you've got the phone kind of Book of the Dead. And then we have just a Blu-ray copy of the Evil Dead 2 actual film. This is the one I would watch. So let's move on to Army of Darkness. I have a Anchor Bay dish DVD release of this movie. It's got 2 discs. I have the American Blu-Ray Steelbook, I think Shout Factory's one, for Army of Darkness. I have the British Army of Darkness Blu-ray Steelbook. This film is more of a fantasy film rather than a horror. And to be honest with you, although I kind of enjoy it, I'm less fussed with this one. And then we have the German Army of Darkness Blu-ray Steelbook. To me, that's actually all the only things I'm really interested in Evil Dead. Is the first 3 films. I do have a couple of other things, but from the later bits, but I'm not as fussed with them. But before we get onto that, the last thing related to the original 3 films, I have the Blu-ray Steelbook of all 3 films. Once again, this is a German Steelbook. I do have another trilogy box set, like a DVD one from Anchor Bay, but I can't find it. It's in the box somewhere. I have only one version of the remake. I wasn't far. The remake to me was fairly generic, so I just have the one version. I don't mind it. It's not bad. Not a horrible film, but you know, it's not something I'm going to go crazy over. So I just have the one version, which is the Pop Art Steelbook. And then the Ash vs. the Evil Dead, a show which I actually don't really like all that much. To me, I know that might sound weird. Evil Dead 2 for a long time was my favourite film of all time, but to me, Ash's character in this series is so different from the original two films. It's almost just a different character, and to me, I just don't like the way they went with it. To be honest, I know a lot of people do like it. I'm not judging. That's up to them. But for me, I'll watch it. It was just okay. But yeah, it took for me the worst elements out of Evil Dead and kind of made a series of it. So that is the Ash vs. Evil Dead. This is the season 1. This is the American one. There are some metal packs and steelbooks, but I'm not fussed, so but I'm not going to spend a hell of a lot of money on that. I'm going to do the same with Fright Night. I'm going to show my Fright Night collection, which is a lot smaller, admittedly. But if anyone's interested, please check that out as well. Give me a like, subscribe, all that kind of good jazz. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.